You guys, Drac, we have paint on both sides. Whoa. Hey everybody, I'm pretty excited because I have a new N Series blaster that I have not tried yet. I actually bought this one myself from Amazon. It was $39 Canadian, and I'm interested to see how it goes. Seems to be kind of a retaliator type blaster. It has a top sliding prime, which I've said before is not my favorite, but I always enjoy a blaster that has lots of stock options and comes with a stock, and barrel options and comes with a barrel. This is a blaster that kids will have fun configuring and reconfiguring. My mistake. I compared it to a retaliator, but this has an 8-dart internal magazine, whereas a retaliator does take external mags. So this would be more like some of those Elite 2.0 blasters we've seen with the internal mag. I forget what it's called. I don't think it's very good. It doesn't matter. I have some hopes for this one. I'm rounding out my N1 loadout. I am planning on using N1 darts for a lot of my parties. I've ordered a few new blasters. I just think some of the things they've done to make it easier for kids to use. That's not really a hobby opinion. That's more of a party running opinion. I like some of those features and I think it'll make it easier for me. So all that said, we've seen the back of the box. We've seen the front of the Shadow Storm. If you don't know about the darts, if you're seeing this video first, Nerf is changing its main line of darts from the old Elite dart to these new N1 darts. So all the new blasters coming out will be N1 darts. A big change to the ecosystem. Lots of pros and cons there. I have lots of other videos talking about that. Maybe you can check one out up there if you're interested. Otherwise, let's open this up and see how we like it. Oh, all right. This is a pretty good size for a blaster. I'll give it that. We have our detachable stock. It does not extend. It's just push the button to release it, but it is compatible with other extendable stocks. Nice to have a new one. We have this sight here that is our standard N-Strike rail that will fit on other blasters as well. And then this whole barrel comes off, kind of making this a pretty compact little blaster actually with all the attachments off. But put them on and then you have that kind of snipery long blaster that kids like. And grown-ups too. I kind of like the style of this barrel up here. I like that it has kind of a barrel inside of this piece. It's kind of neat. It's a little bit different. I like that. For loading the blaster, we slide this prime back and we're gonna put 8 darts in. This blaster came with 24 darts. I like that Nerf is going big on giving you lots of darts. I'm guessing that's because it's an ecosystem change. When someone buys this, they want them to feel like they're getting enough to get some play out of it and make the shock of switching to new darts or the old darts not working a little more palatable for parents. All right, we have 8 darts in here. I'm just gonna fire this once to see how it feels. That's pretty snappy. One thing you may not know about this blaster, if you're not familiar with the whole switch to N1 darts, is these shoot harder than your regular Nerf blasters. The regular 8+ Nerf blasters, the par for darts used to be about 70 FPS. On the new N1 dart, you're getting a lot closer to like 85, 90 FPS for a lot of these blasters. So time rolls on, we've made these hit a little bit harder. That feels like what I just shot was a 90. I'm curious to get over the chronograph. Actually, we might get over the chronograph right away. Let's see how we do. 82. 75, 79, 82, 84, 76. Let's do 2 more for good measure. 81, 79. All right, let's try for some accuracy. I almost wanted to pump that. I'm sure we could figure out something for a pump conversion to this. Going for the bear's mouth. Bear's hand. Same spot, bear's hand. Bear's belly, right in the bear's mouth. The tongue came out a while ago, so to the side of the bear's mouth, and that's it. I expected it to hit a little harder, but maybe I was just being distracted by the healthy thump it made, noise making me think it hit a little harder. But we did see kind of in the mid 80s and a lot of low to mid 80s. I didn't use this over the chronograph without the barrel. Let me go try that. I won't film it, but I'll just try it. 88. 87. Okay, so the barrel drag issue actually wasn't that bad, but I did see, yeah, they kept this barrel really, really wide, which is smart. But I did see a little bit of a difference. Instead of being on average between 80 and 85 with this barrel on, With it off, I was seeing on average 85 to 89. I still didn't get any 90s, but I did get 188. This blaster, I will tell you, does not have slam fire. This might be a trend through all the N1 darts to meet a bunch of regulations, and I talk about that in another video that maybe I'll link to here. I hate to see it go away in every blaster. So if I hold that trigger and prime, it just doesn't catch. Nada. I just want to make a quick note that I do actually think this looks really, really cool in its pistol form. That's pretty neat. I can see myself using this a lot in games I run, just as something I pick up and can top off on the fly. It's kind of cool. I also really like that they put tactical rails on both of the sides. I put a sight on the side because, you know, why not? I like that this doesn't have any sort of knuckle guard here, unlike a lot of blasters have lately. On the side here, if you do get something jammed up, you can release the slide on this. This is just a little button to deal with jams. Overall, I would say I like this fine. I think I have the same issue that I always have with top prime blasters. One, that prime can be, this has a good grip on it, but it is a little stiffer. I can see people struggling to get it all the way back. Like, I just can hear myself going, nope, it has to go all the way back till it clicks. That'll happen. The other thing is, I love internal magazines with rival blasters because they're round balls. You just stick them in any which way, it doesn't matter. With darts, it is a little bit different. It is a place that kids will stick them in like this, or they'll kind of put one in the middle and they'll jam it down with one finger and bend it into a V. And you really have to kind of push it in equally. I mean, I kind of show kids to do that, but you can imagine how successful that is most of the time. That's why blasters like the Fortnite, that Silence Fortnite blaster has a cool little internal magazine. Kids always want to use it, but they always jam it. So I do feel like this one's probably a big jam contender. It's not a lot of space in there to put your dart. It would be easy to get things kind of bunched up. That said, if you got this for a kid for a present and it was their blaster and they knew what they were doing, I don't see them having that problem. I think it would be just fine. Accuracy seems just fine from 20 feet across the room. The N1 darts are not as accurate as a lot of your Adventure Force green waffles or anything like that, but they're definitely better than old Elite darts. I'm pretty happy with them for my purposes. Overall, this isn't a bad blaster. Some people will really like the color scheme, I think. It's cool to see new attachments, although this barrel attachment isn't gonna play well with other blasters. I would rather have seen something that was only attached from maybe here on, that we could attach this cool piece to other blasters. When detachable barrels are made specifically kind of with one blaster in mind, it can be kind of a bummer, but glad for all the attachments for sure. So I could recommend this one. It's a bit of a head scratcher why this is $10 more than the Pinpoint. The Pinpoint has an external 10-round magazine. It doesn't have the attachments. All of its stock and sight and barrel are built in, so that might be part of it. But this is a little bit more than the Pinpoint. Already, I could kind of see myself wishing that this just took mags. I wish it just took mags, and maybe I could breech load it at the same time. That would be cool. That might be a fun mod to do. Who knows? You know me. I just love more blasters. If you really dislike the moved N1 darts and all of that stuff, then obviously you're not gonna like it. Personally, for me, I feel flooded with amazing high-end to mid-tier blasters from everywhere I look online. So I'm happy to see something coming out more ease of use to put in the hands of some smaller kids. So I'll be doing some testing. I'm running some events next week. So you'll probably hear firsthand how kids made out with this one, which is always cool. Until the next one, I have that new N-Dart version of the Minecraft Villagers crossbow coming, and I'm pretty excited to check that out. So till next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.